Thomas, you can listen radio?
Yes, I dey listen radio. And all wetin I dey listen, no get aid, no get till. Government just dey do all wetin e feel for do na the country. Corruption dey all side. For layman get irration safe. Now work and the brother no one give account of wetin they do.
Not so it dey be again. Not so like the way the government they hide for do anything. Now the people they want for know wetin they happen like the government and they eager for take part for national activity. The government of Salon forbid the people government and they're not for afraid for opening gates to the people. Thomas, you don't hear about OGP, Open Government Partnership?
No, now OGI I don't hear about Open Government Initiative.
Well, now OGI gets for OGP na Salon, but now the Salon government.
Well, family, good morning. Welcome to our program. Federation Link. The program will link the sister station all about the country. And of course, if you did Tonkolili, just tune to Radio Baft. If you did Bo, tune to Kiss FM. If you did Bond, Radio Bontiko, you did Pujan, Radio Wanjay. If you did Makeni, Radio Mankane, Moamba, Morka, Kambia, just tune to Radio Colenten. If you did Kenema, tune to Eastern Radio and SLBC. Kala Radio Moa, tune to SLBC as well. If you did Kwana Dugu Radio Bintumani, if you did Waterloo, Land Mountain, Freetown, Universal Radio, Citizen Radio, of course, Culture Radio, all just tune in, go forget this program. But if you did put local, tune to Radio Bankasoka and Kono SLBC and on. But if you are for be part of the program, for say you send your text message, send it to 076470400. You will be part of the program. And this is Federation Link with the link all about. Well, as usual, but today we don't miss one person. We na Anna Jimmy, go na the program today. But I got Theophilus Benda, we
I will give brief updates on things them around. I will start with the school feeding program where the Ministry of Education they undertake, and last year we see it come out, or the last academic year they will see it come out, too well, especially the first and second terms. Now the third term and trainer self starts. So, and this is surprising because now one of the presidential recovery priorities, and so if this fail, that means the priority itself they under question. And not just 2 days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 that they feed, they're supposed to provide food for the picking them, and what's the budget per child? Not 632 leons. So if you calculate that in a school of 100, then you will see how much it will give you. 632 leons times 100. You go imagine the kind of food where that's go do for prepare. So it's a serious issue. And the war widows and war wounded people them begin for demonstrate now the NAXA office. They even lock the NAXA gates and also try for go to State House for go demonstrate for say they're not happy with the way where NAXA or government by extension they handle the situation. This now people that were lost their husbands during the war, people that were get some injuries, serious one during the war, and now they're able to do much for themselves again. And this time it just 5 years project, but now it they run into in 10th year. And so the people that said, no, wait, they don't become so tired, so frustrated that now they don't begin stage demonstrations. And when they talk about 29,000 or so people then, and this is the people that were, most of them, they now don't become beggars. If you go on the streets, you find them there. You go outside, they live. Sometimes just makeshift structures that they live and all that kind of thing. So no attention, is being paid to them, and many of them in fact don't die along the way. And NACSA is there. NACSA don't talk, say they don't request for money from the ministry for pay the people there, but the Ministry of Finance don't talk, say there is no money for that. We understanding is that such an enterprise is only donor supported, in the sense that I not believe saying our government money they could use either now money where they go down source from donors them, but they not be done pass it on or something. Now the ministry say there is no money to take care of that, so it's a serious situation. PPRC don't raise concern over the 7-story regional party office where the APC they construct. Well, what we be understand during the turning of sword when His Excellency the President Dr. Anesbai Koma do was that the Chinese Communist Party now then they provide the funds as a mark of friendship, long-standing friendship between the Chinese Communist Party (CCP) and the All-Purpose Congress, where they say now the late President Shaker Stevens being established, and under a regime that kind of relationship they be done established, and so the construction of this 7-story building will be a gift from the Chinese Communist Party. But anyway, serious questions were raised, and so later we see a change of language. Now we say the APC party, now then SSF, they provide the funds for this. Now this then be tell the PPRC, because the PPRC be invites the leadership of the APC for go explain what are the circumstances relating to the building, and some questions they also over the land who say that they do the construction. One made the claim saying that in get the land, and this, so there are so many controversies, but wait and see how it goes. Then and the civil registration they on, but very little attention is being paid to it. I remember during the voters registration, so much emphasis, you know, Motukade, they go up and down, they go educate people them for go register this and that, that and that. But now the civil registration, people don't even know what side the centers than they. And civil registration is as important as voters registration. That make now be a big blunder for let them put the two processes together when make even NECNA not go able for produce biometric cards for the voting. So you see the point. So now the voters, the biometric civil registration, where did they do now for cover all ages from 0 to how many years, because with this you go able to get your national identification card, where if you go now the Western world, all what they need now your number, your national identification number. Once they punch your number, they all information about you they come up. And so this is very serious, and I think say the authorities therefore pay attention to it. Then the government don't demolish the Cathedral Primary School boys too. I mean, no, without putting an alternative arrangement in place, because you know this is a school where they for years, and it is at the center of town. So the government they look for place for construct a market. So one of the areas the way they identify now Wusai this school locates. So therefore demolish the school and then relocate them elsewhere. But they not relocate the school yet. And in fact, we understand say they go do the demolition without reference to the school authorities. They never inform them. They just wake up one morning and see bulldozers and they put the school down. So this gives a clear indication that it like say they seem for respect the market facility more than the education facility, because now the Peking they are stranded. The only structure well left now they Peking all the cluster, and whilst the day partner school you will see the machines them caterpillars, these are drillers, they do the work, so in a noisy and dusty atmosphere. I think to say they before don't wait, especially where the school the school they can lock, so therefore just use the opportunity there for relocate the school before they go do the demolition. So we have to put our priorities right. Ramadan don't start. Ramadan don't start Saturday, May 27, and the Supreme Islamic Judicial Council in Saudi Arabia be announced on Thursday for say the first month will start this Saturday, where just pass soon. Because most time, you know, they can look at the moon, so sometimes confusion can be as to when for start the fasting itself. But that's it. It's clear now. They don't start them. We wish we Muslim brothers and sisters them all the best. We hope say we will not go for fast. Go give them with necessary cooperation. If I know for say this now fast month, so where they do anything, do them in a way where no go make somebody where they fast go be tempted into something else. Okay, then I'm still say plenty people are not fast because of hardship. I talked to some of my friends, then they say, hey, but I better don't start. When we start, we're not getting for court with this and that and that. But somebody else, they say, well, I like you not get for fast, for believe in God. So they can think the day. Anyway, lastly, one big personality in the SLPP, Dr. Dennis Bright, he don't resign from the party. And he sent a very long resignation letter. He say, the reason for a resignation is plenty. But if I for summarize them, they say one, the SLPP got lost in past glory, and that the party has been taken over by what he call the creature of hate, divisiveness, dogmatism. Dogmatism, like we talk about stubbornness for see the reality. Then it's about illegality. It says so much illegality there, and greed. It says people are greedy. So therefore, nothing to say, he will continue for associate himself with that party. And I think to say this is now a very big blow for the SLPP, especially where they still the fight for put the house in order, and the elections is just around the corner, and nobody know for underestimate what will be the outcome. That was last stop here.
Thank you very much, Theophilus. I must people that you talk to, we see the
my friends there. My friends there. They keep they had up.
If you see someone, I want to keep fast, but
no, that's not. What do you find out?
The thing is, if somebody tells you not to keep fast because of Tintanga and all the before, we not argue the fact, but we cannot say, especially the Muslim, the way you reach fast month, you get to, they must provide. So we at least go court. People and they we get then they give that zakat, But you don't go depend on that day, but whatever the circumstances.
And then you don't make the point. You don't make the point say.
No, you don't for say the fast because but
no, but
if not food, I believe say.
No, I tell you, it was a kind of debate, a casual debate, where the other school of thought say no, I like you not get nothing. Therefore just fast. The other person say it's not just about breaking the fast, it's about other attendant issues where they for do the family, where they for look after and this and that. So there are so many things.
Anyway, me get second thought on that.
No, well I tell you, it's a debate.
No, let it go before. All right, we go Kaila quickly. Remember, say we can get the by-election, councillor by-election. We talk to Wheelman Sanjuma on the line for make it tell you exactly how this election being go now. Kailan districts. Well, anytime from now we will join Sanjuma na Kailan Furi El Sanjuma for tell we waiting there in Kailan. But then if you want to be part of the program, make sure say you send your text message to 076 470400. You will be part of the program. With a time for reach this man, I don't tell her make it on standby, but I know they will understand that me don't know where this thing just come within the problem of Bomba. Lot I forget. Good morning, Fore.
Yeah, good morning, Dan.
Yeah, this by-election, you tell me exactly how the election go?
And of course, normally the end justify the means. The election don't go on, and it don't done, and I'm going for say peaceful because the security personnel them there somehow on top. But as usual, some clashes, some misunderstanding clashes also been developed between party to party and three system. But the more prominent one is the one we happen between the APC and ADP. But however, the security personnel them be able to put it under control.
So what are this problem? What are this do?
Well, as usual, the election in this country normally people don't take and play, So as then they go on, tension can rise at some point and see. But by and large, when it happens, one can try for castigating company, the other one, the castigating company, then they for saying that this responsible and the other person responsible. So that is the case, and even when it happened, APC they accused ADP for. Then we start the problem as ADP the same. So, but it's yet for the security apparatus or the justice people for really try to come up as to who that really do what.
Yeah, but then the result now, how the result go like?
Well, the result now like this, ADP they get 341 votes, APC 825, and the SFP 1,489.
So in other words, whatever the circumstances, like APC to try for make an inroads into that region also.
So where political analysts then try for say, but normally what's not the inroad because we believe so in one country, not the same people. You have people all over staying in the same places. You have various tribes, and then at the various corners of the country. So it's like that. And besides the three people that wait him up, the ADP fellow, the APC and the SFP, all hail from that particular environment. So all man will get, besides even political support, but all man can get your own family members and get your own friends them, and so these things are possibilities. But sometimes people want for, like people can claim feel that like for instance Kairao person don't go there for vote for ADP. Just imagine ADP in a new party. So how much more APC way is as old as myself in this country. So that is very kind to them.
So apart from that, Kairao peaceful now?
It's peaceful. Kairao is peaceful. Situations they go on normal. Of course, some slight problem in the inside Kairao sometimes we one more, this quick business.
Yeah.
They try for kill one and then compete, but the investigation go on. Some arrest has been done, and the investigation is still going. But by and large, it's peaceful. The money where bodies with the go on. A lot of activities in that regard. Chico, the Chinese company, we come for build the road of the between Penembo and Kairao. See they on preparation. At the moment, they study the road. Most of the places that we keep difficult, they try for make the waters them around, and that kind of activities they go on.
Thank you very much, Fude. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, we been to talk to correspondents na Kairao districts for the El Sanjuma, and the time for tell exactly what in transpire na the by-election. Well, we Yeah. So, well, as I tell you, if you want to be part of the program, make sure you send your text message to 076 470400. You will be part of the program. Well, we will go Bond, and time for see. Let's talk to Joseph Amara. Joseph Amara. Let me talk to him. Let me see what's in the app in Bond District. Distant Federation link with me, Theophilus Pienda. So let me go quickly now. Bond and talk to Joseph. Yeah, good morning, Joseph.
Good morning, Dan.
Yes. Joseph, if I move away small bit from you, radio sets. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes. What's happening now about district?
I want to say good morning to everybody who is listening to me this morning. For quite a long time now, we people in Abon district know they undertake or observe last Saturday cleaning inside every month. We MPLC in their own days, they implement and they're able to bring as a legacy today. With many parts of the country, they observe, like Mo City and some other parts. During this Ramadan month, the paramount chief, Najong, Honorable BC Aliu Badara Sheikh III, he bring an initiative for make them undertake general cleaning every Saturday. And this will be done together in collaboration with other key stakeholders, the Office of the National Security, the Sierra Leone Police, Bond District Council, and they undertake massive cleaning exercise. This been here for take place yesterday, when on Saturday. And the involvement of other partners been inside, like the BRU and the Bike Riders Union. They give heavy support to the cleaning because they say they're highly involved for the inside the exercise. One social club, when a youth man, they form that group there. And the community people, they give heavy support because of the voice of the paramount chief and some other stakeholders where they part of the cleaning exercise. Even though some amount of lawlessness been there inside, some bike riders and some traders, but the Sierra Leone police, where the local unit commander, Amadou Touré, he been actually sending man the outside in the street for make sure that they enforce the law. And some bikes they are apprehended where they bring the police, and some also traders also they market them they bring the police because they violate the law. But as I talk to you, actually the cleaning exercise yesterday, as they don't believe them, the paramount chief and the other stakeholders say every last Saturday they go make sure say they don't actually ask people for make them go out and clean the environment. Albert G. Macaulay, where in the district head superintendent, he actually gives support where he's being highly instrumental in this exercise. He provides a tricycle way for do the deportation of garbage to depositing sites. And also other developments, the Bond District Council, we get fund from EU projects. He don't train over 200 SMCs and CTAs, where therefore they help for monitor, for do planning, for evaluate the school activities, especially the primary schools. And also, as I talk to you presently, training the ongoing training, where they train and unqualified teachers on lesson plan, manual, pedagogical skills, and student performance. And this is a very good idea where the people of Bond District don't welcome, because Bond District Council actually, they don't take up the honor to make sure that quality education is in this part of the country. As Federation Link, they actually able to move for meet the Assistant Deputy Director of Education, when Mr. Conte, he actually began for say the training timely, because a lot of things we don't happen during the time where SMC absent, we don't do them schools, even though they've been there, but they not be know their functions. But now that they know their functions, they say it believes quality education will be achieved inside Bond District. For Federation Link, stroke. Joseph Morrison Amara reporting.
Thank you very much, Joseph Morrison Amara reporting from Bont. This is Federation Link family of retire for touch now. All we get on them, so we get people that will go over tell we exactly as things they go. Well, we'll go put Loko, and Abubakar Kanu is on standby for giving updates as to what's in the happen that region there. As I say, if you want to be part of this program, make sure say you send your text message to 076 470. The time for reach Abubakar, but the time will tell me about not reachable, you know. So we the time want more and see. Otherwise, we will move, go to some other area. We go able for get it's no for each Abubakar. Now see we shall move next. For say we try to reach the other region. Now we go Moyamba district. Moyamba district and talk to Alpha Laluba. They on Moyamba district because for see within the development day. This Federation Link, of course, you get to know all about the sister station, all about the country, and you go link with any of the sister radio. You go before get this program. Good morning, Alpha.
Yeah, good morning, Dan.
Yeah, what's going on in the Moyamba district?
Well, good morning, Federation Link. They're done the Moyamba district. As I usually the Director General of Agriculture become Moyamba on Thursday, and according to him, he can foresee how much people they don't pay the loan they don't give farmers. As you know, say most every year agriculture they give loan to farmers in the form of and fertilizer. But this year, according to the Director of Agriculture Moyamba District, he say all the years they give over some 100,000, only 50% they able to recover. The rest of the side they not able to recover it. So the Director General can for a thing what thing that happen up to this time, and besides that, it promised the farmer they say they get another new form of loan who they don't decide for county farmers then are from smallholder commercialization and development project. According to run, the money could be something like $15,000 to farmers group. But then this, according to him, is pending if they able to recover the one they don't get there first. Then of course we get the ACF, they usually call them Action Country the Farm, who they now call, they don't change the name to Action Against Hunger. They currently they do some survey in the district. According to them, this survey it get towards they want to see how much water they really need to the world, and how much water they really need to say they get the nutritional food and their livelihood. According to this survey, they want to see how many people in the Moyamba district they really get the required food diet at the end of the day, so that their concentration will focus who say people then they suffer from malnutrition. Also, Red Cross Moyamba district they don't give certificate of recognition to 120 volunteers. According to them, the one who will be partake during the Ebola response. And during that certification, series of stakeholders will be there, and the requirements for match. Of course, the man who is in charge of the Red Cross Moyamba district, one Mr. Brewer, he will echo and encourage and say the certificate they don't give them the vision for another event in case anything of the nature will happen. We also one incident happened in Moyamba district where one NA police they begin a letter for go with 1 or 2 villages for sensitize people them on the payment of tax. According to sources from police, they say this man may be killer as a result of justice. But then sources they also reveal that this man he left the letter and telling people that say the formation say tax collection they close near, and in the way back it became across the dock. According to other sources, they say he killed his dog, and that resulted to fracas. And at the end of the day, any policeman be lost in life, and that will be Massa village and Banda village, now Courage Chiefdom. And up to this time, police they gather enough sources as to when and how to send it to the court. This now Federation Link, whenever this is. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Alpha Laduba. Alpha the reports from Amba districts give you information as to what's in the happening at the districts. We'll go put local and talk to Abubakar Kanu, the on standby. From there we'll go Magboruka. But let me get Abubakar Kanu as the on standbys. And then from there we'll go Regina Bangura, instead on standby, and Magboruka. So for now, good morning, Abubakar.
Yeah, good morning, Dano. Good morning, Theophilus Sagbenda. I'm the listeners of Radio Link, where they listen to all the radio stations across the country.
So, what do you have in the put local?
Yes, the Honorable Minister for Works, Housing and Infrastructural Development, we don't donate 18 million euros towards the electricity for local government hospital. Or Fabulenke able for record says, the local district council will get the mandate and responsibility for give funds to the operations and so for the electricity for local government hospital. If we don't tap because local district council will be get funds again towards the operations of the electricity inside local government hospital. So, Honorable Alaji Ibrahim Kemosisi, we donate 80 million euros to council, and council make them able to take the holistic approach for procure fuel so that make them able to run generator and serve the people where they go the government hospital for get better services. According to the minister, he emphasizes in a part of President Anes Koma in dream for see that make everybody enjoy that opportunity. Well, the chief administrator for the Poloko District Council, Mr. Abdul Kuruma, he be thanked the minister for seeking this good gesture. He said, then we look out for funds and self, then we don't provide funds through from the local tax and set the revenue where they will collect. He said, but then get a big host of challenges for continuing with that. And he said, the 80 million euros could go a long way for see that make electricity able for the government hospital. But yesterday, the Chinese delegation and Shemulisu, the minister for energy and power, they became inside the blocker for see how they will quickly connected the Bankasuka mini hydro dam to the government hospital. Well, the minister, when an ambassador Andre Macaulay and said the Chinese delegate be assured say they will do a quick one as answer don't begin for access how they will pass the cable from the dam to the government hospital. The presidential apprentice winner Alaji Dr. Alpha Sahib Patantanu don't make a tour from Kabbalah inside Konedugu, Boburuka inside Sankolili district, where he will talk to Federation Link, OGP, Honorable Alaji Alpha Sahib Patantanu. He be thank the people of Konedugu district and Sankolili for where they take their time and welcome him. He said, in an apprentice from President Dr. Anesberg Kuma. He said because Dr. Anesberg Kuma, we don't do a lot of work towards the agenda for change, we be all over to agenda for prosperity. He said, as President Kuma they left, he said, if we hand over the baton to the apprentice, well, the people that we belong to the All People's Congress Party, we welcome the presidential apprentice. 4 children them inside local district don't regard them as so prone on malaria. As Pamulen Gibu, Madasan said, malaria is a killer disease. community action for the welfare of children. We na work, we dem be the talk, na Ofanye, and same also na under 5, and same CSE government hospital inside Port Loco. Mr. Matthew Sine Kamara emphasized Ofoki, Parampa, and same also Kafubulom and Machima Kingdom. These are the chiefdoms them we regard as the most prone to malaria. See, malaria na a killer disease, and serve them as an organization don't get two main approach. That is, they get community participatory approach and data collection from the North system. But you call all assemblies, the people in local district, foresee that make malaria able for tap. The honorable member of parliament for constituency 56, Honorable Kombo Kamara, don't boost the people in Alokamasama Chibdom and Kafubulom Chibdom for second we construct 3 outboard engine them. Well, all these important occasions may take place in Kalak Bawala inside Alokamasama Chibdom. Honorable Kombo Kamara see, during in terms of a political campaign, it began the people and see, we have to provide for them sea transportation, as this is a big challenge towards the people who they move from Lokamasama to other communities. Except some people themselves die under sea accident. The member of parliament called the people of Lokamasama and Kafubulom for all we to earn the 3 outboard engine. He said that will go a long way for build up the image of sea transportation inside Lokamasama and Kafubulom Chibdom. Well, as still if we don't talk about the holy month of Ramadan, the people in Port Local don't welcome the holy month of Ramadan and say, according to the Muslim cleric, when I check for the Kaaba, when I lecturer at the Port Local University, he emphasizes Islam now one by a peaceful religion in the world and serve them as Muslims you welcome. Where the AIG Northwest, when I for the UK double, don't take 512 recruit member them for joining the saloon police. According to AIG double, he say he know the compromise with anything, but he want a police who can enforce the law and say he should be free from corruption and able to do the work better one. Reporting for OG and OGP Federal Link, Mina Bakakanu the report from Port Local, we then just don't declare say Port Local don't be a city that Northwest region inside Mama Salo.
All right, thank you very much, Abubakar. Abubakar is so proud of Port Local being a city. Anyway,
Apoloko, it now get the semblance of a city. I mean, the roads are paved. I mean, you will see street lights. Although most of the street lights they're bad, but they don't thief them. But anyway, all the people that lead now, I think, some more attention, healthcare, water, especially, and some other things. Then the people will be okay. Then remember said that then declare McKinney, Kono as cities where they don't get any sign of any looks of a city. So for me, I agree with Abubakar. But I want to outside the Blacksman London, England, because now Poloko City, they had the Blacksman's London with the flag.
They're going for Adam.
Adam.
All right, Logo, Makboro can talk to Regina. Regina, we have to stand by. But local Blacksman City. Yeah, good morning, Regina.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, what did happen in your region? What did happen there?
Yeah, inside my broker, this week also the Traders Union chairman from a broker when Suleiman Torali raised concern over the bad condition with the market thing. According to this chairman, he said the market not get good toilets. The market, they say, if factor to leak, say the leak, say because the water when they say leak, it will can't do up. Say but the water they can't down, they not get no good. It is during this rainy season, so also if you say in market, people then go sit down if the heavy downpouring start for come. So with this, if we talk say they not go pay any market use, no license, no tax. So it challenged the terms according to Rawe in an interview. Then where I talked to the chief administrator of Tonkolele District Council, Alaji Bangura, what if the response? It talks say, it said the local council gets in mandate according to Section 58 of the Local Government Act of 2004 for the council collect market use rates, licenses, and other things. It says, and this one has to be rectified by the parliament. Where if they talk, it says, so also the chiefdom authorities, it says they get the mandate for them collect market use and local tax. It says, so if the market people and get any problem with the council, they need to sit down a round table for discuss a way forward and how they will see they will do for the market, where they will get in proper marketplace during the training season. Yeah, so he said, but for say for them not pay market use whatsoever, he said that's not go fine. Say because it is the Local Government Act of 2004 when a Section 58 say they get the rights for collect market use them. So also what if they talk on this particular one, he says so let them sit on a round table, let them can let them find the way forward so that they will know waiting and waiting they for do at the end of the day. We will make the people themselves, the market people themselves will happy. So instead with the for talk say, it says some of them functional, so we government be dissolved under the local council. Say it's not easy for them say because I try themselves, they try as a council for sister they do they meet some of their responsibilities there so that the people that will say the govern, then go happy with them. So it plays to the market people for let them pay the license, then use them and other taxes them for the development of Mabroka and Tonkolele as a whole. In another development again, the drivers union they don't come together for say that they send way forward on how they go clean Mabroka tongue and Tonkolele as a whole, say because the traffic talk say this they complement the effort of government as a drivers them. It say because then they work and only means say no money for just take passengers and collect money from passengers, but then safe one for come together according to the chairman when Makota commonly known. He said the one come together now for let and see say they clean the one more Mabroka tongue and then put bylaws that nobody know for trade of in a street. They said that they don't wait need the one for help the government. And also on Sunday, the 21st last week, one 14 years old Bobby meets in die with Junior Sanko after one heavy rain and lightning. According to Imama Wina Ramatu Sanko, he said then we go to farm this community also when Malung village inside Kolifa Wala Children at Onkolele district. Inside Malong village, they said they call people and for let them come around a farm so that they go clear the farm, then they go plant something during this rainy season. During that time, and the way that they play, the weather dark, they can't take rain start for come. So while the rain they come, everyone lights can just strike. They are in the boy as in a junior Sanko, we get for die. So after this day, Uncle winner Usman Sanko, he said this tears, so he asked for explain. He said because he be at the farm. He said ask for explain, where see the light to so strike that will go immediately they go watch him, the bobo don't die. So with that, they be there for the advice to all everybody that we they see every rain and lightning, people come out on the rain and the lightning, and send a secure place so that they not go meet a young sudden death under this heavy rain and lightning. This bobo has around JSS one of Bobo at the MCA Junior Secondary School, La Wobolo. For all these Tonkolele district, Mabroka to be precise, Regina Bangura.
Okay, thank you very much, Regina. Regina report from Mabroka, Tonkolele district. Quickly, one for look at some text messages. We don't come, Theo. We want to look at some text message them. Well, interestingly, the text message them we can first of all say kudos to the Honorable Minister for the donation we make of 18 million yuan, and say they hope for see more money, more development from Afrobeats of Coal Street, Waterloo. We got this other one. You see, this coming from Peter J. Jar, Bow City. Say the SLPP, the above situation, so no matter what APC spent in that by election, for SLPP area. Bravo to SLPP. Although we were in the opposition, according to beliefs, 2018 SLPP is back to power. All right. Okay. This other one say, Bo mortal man do wicked. How special dog will be for kill one old mortal man for this is really full much let the law take in course, but that's not wickedness to the highest degree on political blanco than Moyamba. They take this other one. They say the people of Kabbalah say that they get Federation link from Timberland na Poti Junction. Alright, sorry, the people of Kabbalah. They say that must, if person say you know they fast because Tinchanga, they're waiting a done the eats with fast months not being carried. Alright, so well, that's not your philosopher answer that question there. This say, of course, this is some of the text message that we can this morning. Theo, look at
Okay.
from you. Somebody they say, what's in the person than the
Oh no, me I no go respond to that. I mean, about just the a casual discussion will be good. But I think just say the majority of the people of the Muslims then they fast. So not just few percentage, certain less than 1 or 2 or 5%. I mean, no go fast because of issues relating to sickness or hardship. But other people they fast. They say get the same situation when a hardship, but they are still because they believe in the faith, so they are going about it. It don't become part and parcel of them now. You know, say Baku of the Muslims, they will go all and say they are Muslims during fast month, so they are not the committed ones. So perhaps the one way they say that they are not the committed ones, but I did tell you, say that's it, man. But if I can go on, there are some other issues that I deal with. Terrorist attack will take place in Manchester, na UK. Also, they kill about 22 people then. And the post where we go, where they allege say na into this na a Libyan national, where instead be blowing himself up during the attack. But then what they say is that the fact saying a Libyan do send a clear message that the killing of Muhammad Gaddafi, not to one where get for go free in any way, because you always get problem like France, like England, and they cancel the day. And sometimes the day where the attack that they take place, no, just look at the attack. You look at the root cause. It was very, very wrong for them to have taken the life of our man, Muhammad Gaddafi. One Christmas where they call Philo na Kutorud, he stabbed one man to death. And this is a very serious issue. This is a Christmas where they know na Kutorud, and they always appear. It get special clothes the way they wear. We say like a military man or policeman, this and that. So it is sleep. I understand they sleep in this particular compound. So do man be they go walk. Now it's and say, "Body, I go. I want for lock or whatever. You are going. I want for lock the place." So now the case man pull nerve, pop, I do my chest. He kill him. So you see that don't raise the issue of too much mad people around the country, especially in the Freetown city, where you go around, you see lot and lot of Christmas. The one they don't know, they say, hey, this you don't go smoke the Kikol and Jamba or so, but they forget say some of the Christmas in the street, na family members then self for property or the something they now they send in the street. So man them during the war, they do some kind terrible things them. Who say you see one alajipa, he lead prayer. They go, they cut the head, they put it in a stick. The other side, they go music, allergy, they dance, they drink, they give the all kind rum for drink. They go to some church, they do all kind of things, go to mosque, do all kind of things. What about in a bone double go church? By the time they pull out, don't crease. So you see, so go for look at the, and I think say for doing research and establish the reason for the too much madness around. And me, I don't got no problem if some of the one they don't find out say this now a threat to society. I think say the need for confine them. Or they can even go the extra mile.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Quickly before we go, last set of text. This is Dotty don't turn traffic police na Shell Road. So what in Masala they do? Chief Whip na DPI water. This other one, they say job well done to the other minister from Afrobeats of Cool Streets. And this other one, they say Chris Mann Star Person, so you got a free Emmanuel Boyman and Regent. This other one, they say Tollwood Nawala from Sefa Tabo. Alright, these are some of the text message them will come today. But we want to try for wrap up.
Yes.
Now. Yes.
This is serious. They put the case man them under control, because just like the case dog they were there around, now so the case man itself needs to be put under control. Because look at this man don't die. Now for nothing, you cannot try a madman in court. You cannot. Yeah. So now for nothing, the man don't die so. So that make a fit to say they for really control the case man them. If they have become too much, they for find a way for reduce them. I mean, I don't know how they go do it, but I think there can always be a way. Then I go ask the deaths. I go announce some of Sheikh Jibril Bangura, commonly called Sheki Bangura, when I be the husband of Madam Hawa Zainab Bangura. Understand say he died on Friday, 26th of May. Now, somebody where they all know for say be there around this 15 old railway line Wilberforce area. So sympathizers think you call another place there. Then the Human Rights Commission of Sierra Leone, they currently pioneer the use of tactile ballot cards for people that were blind during the election. You never say during the election people were blind. Now they hold their hand for let them vote. You don't know side they vote, you know. So now they say they will make that guard day so that at least the person go able to go do a vote without somebody, voting wrongly for him or her. That must last up here.
Thank you very much. Well, I also go put the cutting down. One for tell, of course, all we listeners them. Of course, say as usual, but people like Justice Cow and they all they listen this program. People like Jawad, other listeners them. Well, special one to me, of course, Aja Amatukake. Good morning, I hope say the Ramadan just starts, and Ramadan Kareem to all Muslims them. And we get, of course, Regina, they don't begin fast today. Anyway, we say Ramadan Kareem to all we Muslim brothers and sisters. But do you know we make sure say we respect the term, we now like for wearing short skirts and of course the kind of dressing.
And also let somebody not take advantage, because the business people they do in first month they can begin its price up.
Aramu, not fine. In fact, therefore try for because now they can get this cut cup, we measure one dozen rest and 9 copy they get. Well, we hope say the Muslim then go left the Aramu. Some Muslims when they find the Aramu. We hope say we'll go for meet back. So to meet the technical man Sui Aija, of course the announcer on duty, nice to Bangura. Well, me not done must say the wishuna. Well, pleasant Ramadan. But Lord don't forget to the rain.